Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Saints and the Commanders on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. And we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Washington Commanders. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a look at the man under center, now in his 8th season in the National Football League.
And what a great game that was to watch last week, because show in the wild card round with 5 touchdown passes. So if you ever want to see what a hot quarterback looks like, watch that tape. Let's see if that same hot quarterback shows up in this one.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run supported. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. From the gun, they'll try to run it. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line.
So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot.
And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
For a guy still in his second year in the NFL, this is a big spot for him to try and fill. Able to engineer the victory in the wild card round last weekend. That's got to give him confidence, and it's got to elevate the confidence of his teammates as well. But as he said after the win, things are only going to get tougher from there. He understands the situation he's in. He understands what's ahead of him in this one.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at the 15. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
The New Orleans offense set to take over.
And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
Into space at the 45.
And all the way up to the 46. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
And all the pressure that goes on in these playoffs, but the first score here in the divisional round always very key.
Partner, this team handled it like it was a regular season game, that they were confident in what they were doing, came right out and established themselves early.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2.
And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Now a handoff up the middle. Morrison. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Morrison. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking for Murphy, and he finds him complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 1st down, it's Morrison.
Down to about the 32.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Porter. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Hands it off out of the gun.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. In motion goes the tight end. Back to throw. Beach. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays, then also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now a 2nd and 6. A run, here's Lipke.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play of who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
7-7, our score after 1. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. They'll run here with Lipke. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. In motion left goes a tight end.
2nd and 4.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? This will be caught at about the 5. And the Saints are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And this is going to be a Commander's 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Mills. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Beach over the middle, complete. That's Murphy. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down. Beach. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, the running crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Back to throw here. That is caught and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
1st down, Saints.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd and 3. And he will find his man on the in route, complete. 3rd catch for him on
this drive alone, and it'll give them a first down. They're going to look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. 2nd and 5. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken the lead.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd and 11. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Mills. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Beach got his man complete over the middle. It's Newman. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Looking to throw. Beach. Throw left side complete. That's Newman.
Well, Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Back to throw. Beach firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Newman. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Well, he didn't find the end zone a whole lot in his rookie campaign, but he's got himself a touchdown here in the playoffs.
And we know the guys on the other side of the field were hoping that he would be intimidated by playing in the postseason, but they can just let that go because he's as confident as they come. And I know that he believes that that's the first of many playoff touchdowns that he's going to have as his career progresses.
Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They go play action here on first down. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. First chance for the Commanders' offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
He finds his man complete. It's Murphy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run on first down. Morrison. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves them with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun. Beach. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
2nd and long. Under pressure, they got him again. Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. In motion, the tight end. He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Here's 2nd and 8. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
First down, Saints.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense set to take over again. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Morrison. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's the pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Gets around him. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
No gain on the play there, second down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From the gun on third down, Beach. He finds his man, complete. It's Newman. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
At the Saints' 43-yard line.
Looking to throw. Beach. He finds his man, complete. It's Porter. It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now. Operating from the gun, Beach. He finds his man, complete. It's Porter. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and they take a 17-14 lead.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. His fifth catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 23. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They'll look to throw here on first down. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Looking middle, and that's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's going on the scoreboard right now? Excellent work by them to push them back. That defense, they want to make sure the worst they come out of this with is a field goal and a tie game.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Interesting decision here because I think you got to kick it and tie this game. If it's the second quarter, maybe then you go for it. But here in the 4th, you can't come away with nothing.
So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Morrison. And this is going to be a Commanders' first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want. Touchdown, Washington! A great play there. 61 yards. And the Commanders strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down at a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They'll come up now on 2nd down. He's back to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 30.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful. It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Holding offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir. That touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something. Forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Well, win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So now this to get them back to even heading into the break. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take the knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Well, what a game this has been, and now overtime will decide who goes on to play in the NFC Championship. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Saints offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now if the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 84 yards rushing now as he's done it on 22 carries. They are into field goal range, but definitely thinking touchdown as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Playoff football at its best. Remember, a touchdown on this drive isn't a game winner as they work on 2nd down here. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 5. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. And things now, Charles, looking pretty good here. A great opportunity to try to cash in for 6 on the opening possession of overtime.
And what I'm liking, Brandon, is what I see down on the sidelines. I see a defense huddled up and ready to go, already preparing for their opportunity to go on the field and close out this game.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's to the pylon and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. McPherson's kick is good, and they have regained the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
A field goal on this drive would extend the game. A touchdown, of course, would win it. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Morrison. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 134 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Newman. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Saints 20-yard line.
Back to throw. Beach over the middle, complete. That's Newman. And the Commanders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Playoff lives on the line. 2nd and goal.
At the Saints 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to score. It's a touchdown. No flags. And in an overtime thriller, they are moving on in the playoff.
No rest. They get to keep playing.
The Commanders are moving on as we say goodnight, everybody. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.